As content creators, the way we make stuff is changing faster than ever, and keeping up can feel impossible. It is not just about writing scripts or filming, because turning long videos into snackable clips has been completely flipped on its head. Honestly, the best part is you do not need a second camera, a full production day, or an expensive editor on retainer to get this right. There is a much easier workflow now, and I want to show you exactly how it works with a tool I have been using called Vizard. This is not some hype piece. I am just walking you through exactly what I do and why it saves me so much time every single week. All right, step one is simple. You just log into the platform and upload your long-form video file. It could be a 1-hour live stream, a podcast episode, a webinar, or basically any raw footage you have sitting on your drive. Once it is uploaded, Vizard starts analyzing the whole file to find those high engagement moments that really pop. It hunts for reaction beats, speaker shifts, and punchlines, which are the exact things that make a clip go viral. The feature that does all this heavy lifting is called auto-editing viral clips, and it is honestly a total game changer for my workflow. Here is exactly how I use it. Drag and drop the long video, pick your target platform, and just hit auto-edit. Vizard will then output a whole batch of clip candidates that it thinks have the best chance of performing well. The cool thing is that it does not just make simple cuts, it smartly trims to the beats and adds jump cuts where needed. It even suggests where a caption or a quick on-screen hook could help boost your viewer retention. You can preview these suggested clips, tweak any cut, or add frames if you want to customize things a bit more. Let me give you a real example from when I had a 45-minute interview with some amazing viral-worthy anecdotes. Normally, I would have to find those moments manually, chop them out, and format them for each specific platform. That process used to take me 30 to 60 minutes of tedious work every single time I wanted to post. With Vizard, I uploaded the full interview, ran the auto-edit, and it returned about 12 high-quality candidates. Out of those, 4 were straight fire and only needed minor caption tweaks to be ready for the world. It took me 10 minutes to finalize everything and get them scheduled, which is honestly wild. Which brings me to the auto-schedule feature, because this is where most tools usually fall short for creators. Normally you make clips, but then you still have to manually queue them on different platforms and manage the posting times. With Vizard, you tell the software how often you want to post, and it automatically puts the clips into your calendar. You can set specific time windows, platform priorities, and even tell it to pause on certain dates. For creators who want a consistency without having to babysit every single upload, this is the sweet spot. But planning is only half the battle, because you also need total visibility and control over your content. That is where the content calendar comes in, giving you a single view where all your clips live. You can drag clips around, change captions, swap thumbnails, and reschedule everything with just a couple clicks. Want to A/B test 2 versions of a clip? Just duplicate it, tweak the caption, and compare the engagement results. The calendar is great when you are juggling podcasts, long-form uploads, and short-form repurposing all at once. Everything stays in one place, so you are not constantly hunting through 7 different apps just to get one video live. Okay, now for the part people always ask about, will these automatically generated clips feel robotic and cold? Not if you use the tool the way I do, because you should think of Vizard as your heavy lifting assistant. It surfaces the best raw material and handles the basic edits like cutting to the moment and setting the right aspect ratio. You still add the human touch, a stronger hook, a tiny rewording of the caption, or a quick color grade. The baseline is so solid that even creators with zero editing experience can produce professional-looking clips. For experienced editors, it is just a massive time saver, helping you start from great candidates instead of from scratch. Compare this to the old-school route of manually scrubbing, marking in and out points, and exporting multiple files. That is fine if you have hours to spend per video, but for most creators, it is just not a sustainable way to work. Some newer AI tools focus only on image generation or fancy thumbnail tricks, but they do not solve the core pain point. Vizard's sweet spot is that it handles the whole clip lifecycle: discovery, editing, scheduling, and calendar management. Let me walk you through another quick example to make this super concrete for you. I uploaded a 1-hour panel discussion, and Vizard instantly generated a batch of clips, captions, and multiple aspect ratios. I liked the suggested 30-second highlight for TikTok, but I wanted a more direct hook right at the top. I trimmed the first 2 seconds, added a punchy text hook, and switched the thumbnail to a more expressive frame. With the auto schedule set to post every other day, Vizard staggered those posts for me for the next 3 weeks. The result? Consistent uploads with incredibly low effort on my part. There are also small but powerful flows that make life easier, like testing different thumbnail or caption colors. Or maybe you want to repurpose a clip as B-roll in another video. Just export it and drop it into your timeline. Vizard is not trying to replace high-end color grading. It is trying to give you ready-to-post assets fast. If you care about branding, you can keep a set of templates, fonts, colors, and lower thirds applied consistently. That means your content keeps the same visual identity without you needing to do manual adjustments every single time. One last note on collaboration. If you work with a team, the platform supports role-based access for your manager or producer. Everyone sees what is scheduled, what is pending approval, and what is already live, so nobody is stepping on toes. Look, other tools are great for thumbnails, but they do not solve the problem of turning long content into a steady stream of clips. That is the difference between thinking of long videos as a one-off post and a content engine that feeds every channel. If you want to try it out, start with one long piece of content and just let Vizard do its magic. Don't overthink it. Accept a few, tweak one or two, schedule them, and watch how much easier consistency becomes. You will be surprised at how much more content you can put out without burning yourself out in the process. I have got a whole playlist of step-by-step videos if you want more walkthroughs on how I create a month of content. Anyway, that is the gist. Content creation is changing fast, and the smarter move is to use tools that let you scale. Vizard isn't a magic button for virality, but it is the smartest way I have found to get consistent without the headache. Try it on your next long piece of content, and definitely let me know which clips ended up surprising you the most.